français, mais on va faire l'interview en anglais.
Ouais.
Parce que ce sera mieux pour tout le monde,
Ah ouais.
sauf pour moi peut-être.
D'accord.
Donc tu m'as dit, you told me that you were born in Paris.
Yeah, I was born in Massy-Palaiseau, which is banlieue de Paris. One day I hope to go back and see where I was born and see the kind of place it is, but I hear from all accounts it's not great. So,
okay.
But I'm very proud of being born in France. You know, when they say honeymoon baby, c'est pas la vérité.
So you were born in France, but after you...
Yeah, I lived in France for 2 years, and then I came back to England, and I was raised in England near London.
Okay.
And then I've lived many places in the United States, working in Vegas for 3.5 years, and all over America. So.
Okay.
I guess, like everybody, you get this kit when you're a child, and you look at it and you're fascinated to a degree, and it's whether the passion stays with you. It's whether it sticks.
Yeah.
You know, as a kid, I love football. I love martial arts, karate, jiu-jitsu. I wanted to be a soldier, but the only thing that really stuck was magic. And I just thought, wow, if you really could do magic, what would it look like? And then one day when I was 13, I saw somebody do something, and I said, that was the moment. That was the moment when I said, if you really could do magic, that's what it would look like.
Oh, okay.
And then I was hooked completely.
Do you remember what trick?
Yeah, it was coins across.
Coins across.
Okay. Yeah. But it was so
and
clean.
It was really magic.
Yeah, it just looked like, wow, man, that looks amazing. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I was. When did I start learning?
Oh, yeah.
At 5.
At 5.
Yeah, 5.
Yeah.
And then just carried on and progressed. And
on your website there is your story with your grandpa.
That's right. He was the man who gave me the kit. So. Thank you very much. My grandfather thought with a magic set, we could read a trick, I would learn something, this would encourage me to read.
Yeah.
It's not the case. I'm still not a very good reader.
Oh, okay.
Kindle has helped a bit.
You don't read a lot of books, of magic books?
Yes, a lot of magic books,
okay,
yes.
Okay.
But not other books. Magic books are the only books I read, yeah.
Okay.
So, extensive library at home of magic books.
Okay.
So I think it's a balance. I think reading books is preferable to watching a DVD.
Okay.
Because then if you watch a DVD, you become like a clone of the magician and the performance style that you're watching.
Yeah.
If you watch a book, it's open to your imagination and interpretation as to what you get from the written words. So I think then if you take the written words, go away and don't read anymore for a little while and practice and play with the material, you can then become original. So you assimilate your trick, your information, and then you practice in front of. We have a studio, so we go into the studio and we film it, and the director sat in the chair like this, and he says, "No, that's shit. Yeah, that's good. Work more here, work more there."
Is he a magician too?
Yes.
So you have
Tony Middleton. He's written a great book, Performing Magic. If you haven't got it, get it. It's brilliant. Really good.
Okay.
Paul Daniels said it's one of the best books ever written on magic.
Oh.
And all the guys from America, Jeff McBride, all these big names, they just love this book. So then we take the material and we slot it in between the material that I already do. So if I'm doing a show, we'll put a little new piece in 15-20 minutes into the show. We try it out.
At the beginning, so?
Yeah, 15-20 minutes into the show, yeah. So near halfway through the first half.
Okay.
And then we watch it back on the. I get everything filmed all the time to we watch.
Okay.
There's a difference between practice and rehearsal. Practice is the technique and the cleanliness, and then rehearsal is rehearsing in the space, and then it's putting it into practice in real life. Because there comes a point where you have to do it for the first time in front of people.
Exactly.
Yeah. But hopefully at that point it should be smooth.
It's the most important part of your work.
Sure. At the moment I do a lot of TV. So I've just done a big American TV show.
Okay.
It's primetime American. I was a guest artist on it. I'm not allowed to say which one it is. You'll see it soon. That comes out end of this year, early next year. A lot of magicians, they criticise what I did, and for me that's not that important. You know, they don't pay my bills, they don't give me my lifestyle. The media, they loved what I did, and from that it gave a lot of opportunities. And so after that show, came here last year.
So you've seen the difference when you done Full House of Penn and Teller. After you've seen a big difference and you want okay.
Big difference. Because there was a guy who came to Edinburgh last year who sat in the show. I didn't know him. Afterwards, he said, "I love this. I want to take you to Sweden."
Okay.
With Roger Daltrey and Roger Taylor.
Okay.
So the Who and Queen for an evening of magic and music. And that was like one of my biggest gigs ever. 1,500 people, auditorium, bomb, and we did it and smashed it. It was great. So you never know who sat in your audience. You never know.
Yeah.
And one show can change your life. So it's an interesting dynamic. You've always got to put out your best performance possible on the day.
So a lot of TV now.
Yeah. And then I'm involved with more TV projects here and in America at the moment. So it's but day to day, close up.
Yeah.
Business, private, celebrity. I've done 9 royal shows, one for the Queen, private. That was amazing.
Yeah.
She goes.
I seen some photo with Angelina Jolie.
Very nice. I couldn't concentrate on my cards. So I'm like, she was lovely, but really nice person.
Yeah.
Really.
She looks like.
Sympathetic, yeah. On the outside and the inside, yeah. Lovely. Very nice.
Of course. Okay. Is it stressful when you are with people like that?
No.
Angelina Jolie is a queen. Not more stressed than.
Everyone I treat the same. If you clean the toilets or if you're the Queen, I treat you exactly the same. I think it's a big rule.
Okay.
Because a lot of performers make the mistake of ego.
Yeah.
Big mistake.
Yeah.
Big mistake. Because one day, if you're in a hotel, one day the waitress is going to be the manager.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And one day she might own a chain of hotels. Because that's how life works. And also, apart from anything else, I just try to treat people with respect. Unless they do something to you that disrespects you.
Of course, yeah.
With children's magic, you understand a little bit more about theatre.
Yeah.
The idea of a checklist for your props, the idea of setting the stage, the idea of the audience then being ready, the idea of the show starting. It teaches you a little bit more about theatre than close-up. Even though all kinds of magic should, at a sense, be theatrical to a degree.
Okay. So a lot of kids show, restaurants.
Yeah. Then at 18 I wrote to the BBC and I said I can levitate one of your presenters live on the television.
Oh yeah.
And they said no you can't. I said yes I can, I'll show you. And boom, we did it.
Oh okay. So you need to be very confident to do that.
Yeah.
You were.
Or stupid.
Crazy, yeah.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah.
Okay.
But that was watched by 6 million people, straight away, boom.
Yeah.
And after that you get a lot of work. I went to university, I studied psychology, so that's my background.
Yeah, okay.
So in my show I talk about a binary system, I talk about yes and no, because I do believe everything in life is binary. Whatever we do, it ends up being a decision. Yes or no. Everything.
The show is based on that, yeah.
Yeah. In terms of the technique that I use for information, or apparently use for information.
Yeah.
So at the end of my degree, a guy called Paul Stone, he approached me and he said, would you like to come to Vegas to work for Lance Burt?
Yeah.
I went, of course. Oh my God. Of course I'd love to come. Of course I would. So I ended up going there and working with Lance. So I did close-up for him, I did the retail business for him.
Yeah.
Amazing. What a nice guy. The nicest guy in the business to this day. And
I think you learn a lot with him now.
I tell you something, his deal was $100 million, there you go, how would you like me to build your theatre? Biggest entertainment contract of all time, right?
Okay.
But he's a gentleman, he's a very nice person.
Yeah.
And I thought, okay, if someone that famous and that successful and that rich can be that nice, there's no excuse for anybody else.
Yeah.
No excuse.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they're not all like him,
And you try to be like that.
I really try.
You really try.
And sometimes I'm misunderstood. In the press or the media, sometimes they don't get that. Because my style can be quite American. It can be quite dynamic and to the point, interactive, and also, having fun with people, being cheeky with people. But sometimes in England, they don't understand that sometimes. In America, you can sell, you need to buy this sugar, it's the best sugar in the world, it will change your life, you'll notice the difference. In England, this is too full on. In England, try this, you might enjoy it. have a little taste, see. It's a different culture, So I think you've got to understand wherever you're performing, cultural differences and how you can adapt to make the best of your performance. Because you can't go everywhere in the world and be the same and get the same results. You have to adapt.
Are you working for French people sometimes? In French?
I mean, I do performances in French. My French is a little rusty. When I'm there for 3 or 4 days, it's fine.
Okay.
I forget the occasional word, or there's a new slang word I don't understand, whatever.
And the French audience.
Fantastic, great.
Is it good?
Yeah,
okay.
Good. French good, German good.
Okay.
Swiss not so good overall.
Okay.
Russian, don't go there. Don't ask me.
No, really?
I'll give you the difference. I'll give you the difference between English and American. English audience, go on then, prove yourself. Prove yourself. American, oh my God, you're a magician. Oh, that's great, man. Show me. So
You can see that on the videos. They are very enthusiastic.
Yeah, receptive. They want to give you a chance.
And French are
cool.
most like English, no? A little skeptical and. No?
Un mélange entre les deux.
Okay.
Mélange. Yeah, mixture of I think the two, because in France there's a quirky sense of humor.
Yeah.
There's a quirky sense of fun and cheek and bravado. But it's not quite the same in England. But I love France. Allez les Bleus, allez les Bleus. Obviously, Darren Brown is fantastic. I love him. I love his work. I got huge respect for him. Huge. So, not all the show yesterday is mentalism. Not all of it. There are other bits.
It's true.
A lot of it is mentalism. But so you've got to approach it in a different way to Darren. You can't compete with him. So you say, okay, what is a different strategy? What can I do that will be creatively different, or trying to appear to be creatively different? So. We like to come across as slightly more comedic, a little bit more mischievous, a little bit more fun, a little bit more tongue-in-cheek sometimes. People they go, okay, is he playing with me or is he not playing with me, or and quite good energy as well. And Darren's got fantastic energy. It's just in a different way. So,
and did you take acting classes or something?
Yeah, I mean, no, I have done acting in the past, many theatrical productions. So at university, I even did Molière. Monsieur
okay.
Okay, there's 2 camps of people, spectators from my perspective.
Yeah.
First camp, they prefer non-mentalism. They prefer card tricks. They prefer dexterity. They prefer skill.
Yeah.
Because they know it's not magic. They know it's not real, so they appreciate you have a talent and a skill that they can't do themselves.
Okay.
Second camp, they know it's not magic, but with mentalism, they can't see the skill. Therefore, they don't understand the method.
Okay.
They cannot rationalize how is that possible. With cards, maybe he did this, maybe he did that, maybe he palmed on it. But when you're dealing with the mind, you've got nowhere to look. If you're good, you've got nowhere to backtrack. So where do you go?
So it could be real.
I mean, I agree with Penn and Teller's perspective on this, where Teller says, this is a line I often use, that there are people in the world who tell you they can read your mind because they're psychic. They can't. They tell you it's body language, it's psychology. It isn't. So everything that you see tonight, it is a trick, it is a con, it is a scam.
Yeah.
But then you leave them with that, so you disclaim at the start, do your show, and then they go, yeah, but still, how do you do it?
So you are honest with your audience.
I'm honest with my dishonesty.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah? Whichever camp you fall into in terms of presentational viewpoint or angle, it's fine. There's people, some magicians that say, oh, don't mix magic and mentalism. Bullshit. Why not?
Why not?
Why not? There's some people that say it has to be serious. No, it doesn't. There's some people that say don't take it seriously. You can do what you want if it works for your personality. I think every performance boils down to the fact that you have to be congruent to your personality. You have to align your material with your personality. Because if not, it doesn't work.
Okay.
It doesn't work. And there's too many kids today that watch YouTube and go and try and be, David Blaine, or they try and be David Copperfield.
Yeah.
But come on. there's only one of you. This is your biggest talent, so use it. You know, that's the first step. Because I think as kids we all make big mistakes learning magic. We think first of all, oh, we've got to be the best technically, and then we go, oh no, we've got to be the best showman, and then we go, oh no, it's a mixture of the two. Of course, it's, you know, you've got to hit both angles. You've got to be a showman.
You need to be yourself at first.
Yeah.
You don't copy Darren Brown, David Stone.
No.
All of them. Okay.
I love David Stone.
It's very cool.
He's awesome.
I never met him. But,
He's great. Yeah, he's great.
I liked him. Did you work for Casino?
Yeah, I work for the Monte Carlo Casino, opposite the MGM Grand. I did a close-up.
Close-up
Up for him. So as people go into Lance's show, I would do close-up as they come through. We welcome them.
Okay.
Close-up, and then afterwards we do the retail.
Okay.
So you know, but yeah, Vegas is amazing. People do still cheat, and the casinos employ people like us to advise them what's going on, because we know things that they don't.
Do you have a story about that, about cheating in casinos?
Cheating, yeah. Well, we did okay in Vegas. We did all right. My wife and I, she plays blackjack. I played blackjack. We did okay. We didn't cheat. We had a technique. We had a system.
Yeah.
But then, you know, I was asked by 5 casinos not to play there.
Okay.
It's fine now. I can now. But whilst I was working and living there, no. And it's very polite. It's corporate. Thank you very much. No.
Yeah.
That's the way it is. It's a course to tell you the real way to make money out of magic. What you really have to do. You know, Phil J, he's a Welsh magician, very successful. We got together, we collaborated, we wrote a manual of over 1,000 pages. In David Stone, if you look in the back, his primary resource, one of them is Close-Up Success. So it's an invaluable resource. You know, if you learn it and apply it, it will make you money. It's an investment. So it was very successful in US, Europe, and Australia. But then we thought, what about putting it on the web? You know, and this has been 3 years of development now. It's a membership portal. It's very cheap. We wanted to make it accessible to everybody.
Okay.
It's $9.99 a month. It's 2 cups of coffee a month.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Nothing.
Not a lot.
Now the original course was retailing over 500 US. That gives you an idea. Over 1,000 pages long. It will have, in the end, the largest amount of videos in the world for sleight of hand.
Okay.
So it's building now. Already 100 are live. But the idea is you go on, you look, you download the module, then you watch the videos, and you combine the 2 forms of learning.
Okay.
Yeah? So it protects us because you can't download the video. You can stream it. But you can download the text. And they've got lovely graphics and pictures and everything. So it's a fast way to learn. But, you know, we talk about residencies. We talk about how you can make $50,000 a year just from a residency.
Yeah.
You know, we talk about fees, what you should be charging, what you think you're earning compared to what you're really earning. You know, how to structure your act, how to sell your act, how to market it.
Yeah.
And then there's tricks galore, hundreds of tricks in there. Just released on the site is a book test called the New Next Generation Book Test. Any book, they can borrow it. It's a gimmick you've got at home. You know what they're thinking of.
Oh yeah, okay.
It's very nice. So closeupsuccess.com. Sell.
Closeupsuccess.com. Okay.
Yeah, check it out. There's even a free DVD to get you going. So you won't be disappointed. There's no obligation. You can cancel whenever you want. Our dropout rate is very small. We've got lots of members. It's going really well. So.
Are you working with your fans? So do you make something special for them?
Yeah. We do a lot of Twitter, a lot of Facebook. I've got a lot of TV with. I'm doing a big project on the internet with a TV structure at the moment. That'll be coming out in the next couple of months. Very, very exciting. Okay. So you'll hear all about that. I'll tell you when it's launched. Yeah, of course. Lots of things going on, but it's important to look after people who come and see you, and to give them a little something extra. I think. I think. I think in any major city there's opportunity. I think the recession hit everybody very hard, myself included. A lot of my work is corporate, and then 3-4 years ago when the recession hit, like a light bulb, business stopped, and we're like, what do we do now?
You didn't know why. Stop like that.
It stopped, we were rolling, we were rocking and rolling, and then it hit us very hard. Everybody that I know, if you're being honest.
Yeah.
Now it's getting a lot better. People have more optimism. I think the stock market is shaped primarily by optimism and confidence. We've learned a lot about the mortgage situation in the US and in the UK. In America, they were selling people mortgages that, with a slight change of interest, they can't afford the repayment. 40,000 houses every week lost in America, families on the street. But it's getting better now. I can feel more confidence now. And people also realise life is short. We can't think all about the doom and gloom. We've got to progress, we've got to push forward, and we've got to expand. And also for business, they realise to make more business, I've got to look after my customers. I've got to not only do business with them, but I've got to show them a good time. I've got to treat them to some entertainment, to some dinner. It depends what the remit is, what they want from the show. I do motivational speaking, and in that section, it would be a 45-minute talk, and we would teach them things, definitely. Okay. In an after-dinner show, maybe I let them in on 1 or 2 little things, whet the appetite.
Okay.
It depends. Every company has a different objective. What do you want to achieve tonight? What do these guys in the room do for you? Are they clients? Are they potential clients? Do you do business with them? Would you like to do business with them?
Yeah.
What do you want to achieve? I think it's important to get to know your client and what they want as a result from the event. I'm always win-win. I want win-win. I want a win for me, and I want a win for them. And if everything you do in life is win-win, if you can orchestrate that, you do very well. Trade shows, you can go on the stand, you can generate huge amount of leads for the company. Traffic, you can stop traffic, inform them, entertain them, educate them at the same time, then pass them to the salespeople on the stand. So they see quantitative results. I can't even talk today. Quantitative results. They see from your performance, people coming on and asking about the product or the service. And they understand. One company I did a trade show for, they said, well, I'm not sure how it's going to work. I said, I'll show you how it works. I'll show you. Get on the stand, pull the crowd, do the thing. They go on. He said, I understand how it works. They booked me for 5 years. You've got to prove what you do. Business people want a return. They've got to see a return. First of all, what we do is not that serious. It's not that important. We're not the President Obama. We're not, David Cameron. We don't press the nuclear buttons, okay? So if it all goes wrong, it's not the end of the world, So I think the first thing to remember is perspective. Understand that what we're doing is entertainment, We're not doctors, we're not heart surgeons. Thanks. Secondly, be proficient in your material. So make sure before you go up on the stage or before you do close-up, you understand exactly what it is that you're doing and what you want to achieve, both from a technical perspective and also with your pattern. You have to have a script. If you don't have a script, big problems. Big problems. You've got to write down what you're going to say. And then once you've got that, you can then come off script and talk. Because if you don't have a script, if you don't do everything the same, how are you going to get better? How are you going to improve? Because you've got no measuring stick. If you're a runner and I said to you, okay, you're going to go for the gold medal. Today you're going to run 60 meters. Tomorrow 120 meters. The day after that 1500 meters. You're not going to improve.
No.
Because you're doing something different every time. So have a script.
Okay.
Thirdly, go out there and do it. Practice makes permanent. Practice doesn't make perfect. So learn the right way to start with. If you learn a bad golf swing when you're playing golf, you're going to be incredibly bad. Yeah, the harder you practice, you're incredibly bad.
Yeah, yeah.
If you learn the wrong technique from the start, you're going to be bad. Make sure you get the right technique. Okay. So there's a few ideas, but just have fun with it. I mean, we're here for what? If we're lucky, 85 years, 90 years. You know, it's a short life. Enjoy it. And give love to people, man. Well, I think so. You know, I've had huge, stressful and sad times in my life. I lost my father from cancer.
Oh, okay.
From the worst kind of cancer. He was the loveliest man in the world. He was my best friend. And to see him go through that, you know, it broke my heart. So you learn a lot from the death of your parent or the death of a loved one. And then from that point on, you try and live your life in a way that makes the best of every day. Because none of us know. You know, none of us know what's around the corner. So enjoy yourselves, enjoy the performance, and give enjoyment to the people who are watching you. And I think if you do that throughout your life, you are going to get better. People will start to follow what you do, and you'll get a fan base, and then you go, blah, 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 blah. You know. Yeah, I've got about 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Performing Magic, Tony Middleton, the one I mentioned earlier, very, very good.
Yeah, okay.
The Books of Wonder, Tommy Wonder.
Tommy Wonder.
Amazing. Jeffrey Durham's Professional Secrets.
Okay.
The guy's a genius.
I don't know this one.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Brilliant. Anything by Roy Johnson. Brilliant.
Okay.
So yeah, a mixture. Michael Amar, the big book he did. Yeah. Loads of stuff. Larry Jennings. You know, on and on.
Yeah.
And then there's so much out there. But the main thing is, to wrap up this interview, the main message I want to give you is a message you heard time and time again, and that is, make your journey unique. Be you, because there is only one of you. It's cliched, we've heard it a million times before, but at the end of the day, when a new trick is released to hundreds of thousands of magicians across the world, they buy the same trick. They're going to be reading the same instructions, doing the same thing. Don't become a robot.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
It's great to see you.
Thank you so much.
I really enjoyed that.
It was very good.
Je suis très fier que je suis né à Paris. Je suis très fier d'être français. Allez les Bleus. Tout ça.
Okay.
À plus.
Thank you
Merci.
so much.